today I'm going to be doing a little video of all of the items that I will actually be adding to my Mercari shop. Next up on the list, we have a couple things from Moira Cosmetics. Let me grab those. Okay, so for Moira, I think I have them all. Oh, making noise. Well, I mean, of course I have. It's a video. My brain is a little scattered today. Forgive me, y'all. Yeah, I feel like I've got like a bajillion things to do. Now, none of these are bad, but none of them are anything that I like miss using, if that makes sense. So we have Moira's Pretty Little Thoughts. It's a part of their Blooming series. As you can see, some of these shades have just never even been used. And it's not because like I don't like them, it's not because it's not pretty. Like, I do really love this color story. I just have these shades in other palettes and other formulas. It's just not anything that I reach for, and it's a lot more matte heavy than shimmers. And I usually like a lot more shimmers than mattes. It does have a nice big mirror in it. These do not have the boxes anymore, but they are in really good condition. So again, I might try to sell all my Moira palettes as a set, but I bought all these when I didn't really know like what I liked. This one is really pretty, the Never Ending Lights. Again, like it's got like a little bit of a like scratch on the side, but nothing too crazy. So this one, again, also has a mirror on the inside. But yeah, it's a beautiful color story. But again, I just don't really reach for it. I've used this shade as a liner before and it worked really great. But yeah, that's probably my most used shade out of here. I did do a teal look one time with it. Again, very pretty, just not really anything that I reach for. This one was one that was suggested for me, and I really hoped that I'd be able to like use these three more. And I mean, I could use this one, but like these two just didn't really work with my skin tone. It is a very pretty orange palette, and again, it does have a mirror up here. But yeah, again, just not really my vibe. It's got more mattes than shimmers. It's just not for me, which is fine. Hopefully it's for someone else. But yeah, this is the, oh, my peelings, which I mean is cute. It's a part of their Juicy series, which yeah, I guess, is this one part of a series? I guess not. It doesn't say that it is. So, it's interesting that some are a part of a series and some aren't. I don't know. I don't make the rules. This last one I did actually really enjoy, but I have other things that I like using more. This is their Oh La La, not Ooh La La, Oh La La. Anyway, it's also a part of their Blooming series. This is a beautiful blush palette. I cannot flip these the right way. Again, has a big mirror inside. This shade Honeymoon is a really gorgeous highlight, but yeah, like this shade I never used, this shade I never used, even this one I don't think I ever used. But yeah, like primarily this one and this one were my go-tos, because again, I'm really pale, but just not it. So those are the Moira things that I have. I'll just leave them here, I guess. As far as what else? let's pull out the Fenty things that I have, because I do just have like a couple. Now I'll pull out the blushes that I have. Well, the face products, I guess I should say. There's 2 from Fenty and then 1 from Cover FX. Do you guys remember Cover FX? They used to be like so popular. And I got this shade because I heard it was like a beautiful, like cool tone blush. But what I didn't take into account is it's purple. Like a dark purple. It's beautiful on deeper skin tones. And as you can see, it has a mirror. I haven't even peeled off the little thing, so I won't. But yeah, I swatched it, as you can see, but yeah, it's just not it. And yeah, it's the shade Sweet Mulberry, which, I mean, you know, a smarter person would have said, hey, isn't mulberry kind of deep? And you'd be right. So this next one is from Fenty, and this is their Kilowatt Highlighter in Water Brat. I really thought I'd be able to use this as a highlighter, and I simply cannot. It's so deep for me. So yeah, here's what it looks like. It came with this little divot in it, which kind of makes me upset, but whatever. It is what it is. And yeah, I don't really have high expectations for like getting my money back on this, but it is very pretty. It's just not the right shade for me. And speaking of not the right shade, I have tried to make this work. This is the Toasted Swirl and Chocolate Swiller. This bronzer was so popular when it came out, and everyone swore like up and down that it's good for like fair skin tones. Not me. Again, it's got like a really big mirror up here, but it's, no matter how I swirl it, no matter if I try to take like from the lightest part, it's just too deep. It's just too deep for me, and I'm never gonna go through it. So again, not huge hopes on that one, but you know, I am hopeful that I can get something for it. Next up, let's unpack a little MAC gifty. So this was something that I got from the holidays last year. I can't remember if it was like a gift with purchase or what, but either way, I know it's from holiday of last year. It comes with a tiny little Fix Plus, such a baby. As you can see, unopened. It comes with a Velvet Teddy MAC lipstick. Again, unopened, Velvet Teddy. And then it also comes with an eyeshadow in the shade Woodwinked, which, oh my gosh, I remember this shade being so popular when I was in high school. Yeah, and it's just like a satin brown. I don't fully understand, but it comes with this beautiful little MAC bag. I think it's really cute, but yeah, I'm never gonna use these things, so I might as well offload them, for lack of a better term. And yeah, I do like that it's a little drawstring bag. I feel like that's pretty cute. Next up, these would probably be gifts with purchase. I have like a little Kiko Milano palette. And yeah, like it's pretty cute. It's a little heart palette, but I just never reach for those colors. I really thought I'd use it more. And then this is a little blush in the shade Captivating from Tarte. I remember people really liking that blush, and I just, they didn't really call to me. They're like little things, so. Next up, I have this Huda Beauty Wild Jaguar palette. It's the Jaguar Obsessions. I don't know if she still makes this palette or not. I should look into that. But But yeah, this one I've used a little bit, but I just don't really do like deep cool tone makeup all that often. So I think this would get a better home somewhere else. I never actually peeled off the sticker on the mirror either. So again, you know, probably happier somewhere else. Let's see. For a second there, I thought I wasn't recording and I was ready to be so upset. Anyway, next up we have a palette from Game Beauty. I do like this palette, but I do also think that there's nothing really special about it. Like, I've used it quite a bit, but I have these colors like in other things, and I feel like these two shades on the eye are like pretty close to each other. I would have liked to see like another lighter teal or something like that, but to me this is kind of like it's a good replacement for the Natasha Denona Gold palette. It's got like some similar vibes of like the OG Gold palette, not the Golden palette, which is new. Because it's got like, you know, the gold colors, the orange colors, the greens. Like, it's very similar in that regard. But I have the gold palette, so I don't really reach for this one. But again, hopefully someone would. Next up is one that I want to like this one so bad, and I just don't. This is the, like, it's got a little scuff on it, but this is the NYX Ultimate Utopia palette, and like, I've used it once or twice. You can see like some use in some of the shades. I know I did a palette bingo with this, but yeah, it's just too big for me. It's got too many options. I know that they make a smaller one, which I do think I have. I can't remember. But either way, it wasn't that mind-blowing to me. It's not a bad palette by any means, but again, I feel like I could do like a build your own palette with like these colors and make my own that I like more. So I'm going to get rid of it. It is a nice palette, like very, very nice quality. I just never use it. So I think that's enough for now. I am gonna put these away and then we'll kind of start fresh again. Oh, real quick, these are a Blend Bunny lip combo. It's a lip pencil and like a lipstick. I've never used them just because they're too dark for me. Even just like looking at the swatches online, they are too deep for what I normally do with my lip color.